Hi, Laurie Fulkerson with you, the creator, writer, producer, and host. Our special guest today is April Piccolo. She is the founder of Aletheia. Aletheia. She's going to tell us a little bit more about that, but I'm quite certain it's a ministry outreach that she has because, you know, what causes us the most pain, April, is what I love to say is what we're called to do in life. And that's how I happen to have a television show. It's like you go through so much, and your adversity as a child, your family adversity, in my case, you know, it was crazy. You guys know my story. But hers is so good, we want to get on with hers, that it just caused me so much pain that I thought, you know what, there are other people going through what I'm going through. And God gave me television as a medium, so thank you, Jesus, for that. I wasn't qualified, but God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called to do it. So you were going on to say that you got a tattoo, you were 11, you were drunk, and you gave away your virginity. And so what happens from there?
Then I started just giving myself to random guys to get approval, and I was lonely and trying to fill that void. And at age 14, I became pregnant. I slept with 5 guys within 3 weeks, and that was my first pregnancy. I had my first baby at 15, and then I got pregnant 16, 17, and then I got with a man, my ex-husband, and got pregnant 2 times, and through that I got on meth.
Did you have all these children, or did you have abortions?
I had all
so you
kids.
have 4 children, okay.
Yeah, by the age of 20.
Oh my goodness.
And I got on meth. I was, my husband was a drug dealer. I got a felony for his drugs. While he was in prison, I decided I was leaving him because he was beating me, and periods of time, not all the time. And then I decided I was going to become a stripper.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? I mean, it does make perfect sense because you're out there and you're thinking, all this is happening. And were you high when you made that decision?
No, I was actually off of drugs on my 4th child. I feel like the God was saving me. I was on meth really bad. I was like 99 pounds and doing weeks of binging, and I got pregnant accidentally, and she saved me, so I stopped doing drugs. I did do a little drugs right after she was born, and then I stopped because we got busted. It was my husband's drugs, and so I went and pleaded guilty because I didn't have any money, and I thought, well, what am I going to do? I moved in with my mom, and that didn't work out with all the kids. You know, it's crazy.
But so during this time, you then became a stripper?
Yeah.
And were you living with mom at that time, or were you still married?
I was living with, I was still married, but my husband was in jail, and I was living with my best friend, and she had kids, and I just didn't want to be on public aid anymore, and I was dating a guy, and he said, I'm going to go watch some strippers. And I said, oh, well, if you're going to go watch strippers, I'm going to be the one that you're going to watch. And so that's how I decided to become a stripper. And I got caught up in the lifestyle of money and guys liking me and buying whatever I wanted. And I got the attention I wanted. And I became on ecstasy and coke. Then I wouldn't touch meth because I was too scared of it. And that's when I started doing shower scenes with women, you know, because I got paid for it. So that messed with my sexuality too, and that went into a 4-year of dancing. And I met my boyfriend that I'm married to now, and I was looking to get into porn and lied about my life to him for the first time. I said I didn't have kids and said some crazy lies because I became Manda, the stage name. My identity was...
had dual identity. Amanda and April.
And April really didn't know who April was, even as a child. So, like, me looking back now, I don't identify with pictures or, you know, like, don't have, like, stories of, oh, this is what I did. I just pull stories, and God reveals stories, and I write them down when I remember them. So.
Did you do the porn? Did you go into the porn life?
I actually didn't go into the porn. I was very blessed not to, but I did take some pictures that didn't get published, but who knows if they got published. I didn't sign the consent, and that was like when I started heading out towards not being a dancer.
Yeah. And so you met your husband that you're married to now at, was he a customer?
No, I met him on Yahoo. I was trying to get customers. It was Yahoo Messenger, and I just learned how to do a computer. I put a picture, and he clicked on me, and it was just basically us having sex, and then we developed a relationship.
Wait a minute. It was basically you and him having sex.
Yeah,
You would do like webcam sex
No,
kind of thing.
we went out to the bars, and then we hang out, and then we just have sex.
Oh, you would just have sex.
Yeah, and then I started liking him.
And isn't that just how the enemy does? He tricks your mind, sabotages your mind, and it's so true that actually there's a very large statistic that girls that are abandoned by their father, that don't have the love and the attention from their father growing up, that often you do end up in the field of being a stripper into pornography and having a very, if you will, extravagant lifestyle. So stay with us. More with April Picolet coming right back.